babies, and welcome. Thank you for clicking on the video. My name is Mar, and today we are talking about habits. This is something that I have been like, I can't believe that I'm filming this video essentially because I am someone who could not keep a habit for the life of me. But I think I found the magic sauce to keeping habits. I'm gonna be sharing what's worked for me. It has been 5 weeks now of me keeping a dope routine / habits. Celebrate that shit. I really used to be a lazy piece of shit. And I believe that the first step that really helped me with changing all this was deciding that I'm not a lazy piece of shit. Before, my mindset was always, yeah, I'm a lazy piece of shit. My house was always the messiest place you would ever go to. Oh my gosh. Maybe like a couple months ago, I just was like, fuck this. I do not like living like a fucking sloth. And the thing driving me living like a sloth was that I told myself I was lazy. And that's just how I was. I'm a messy person, I'm lazy. That was the story that I was telling myself. And then I was like, you know what? What if I decide to just not be a lazy person? So I just decided I'm a clean person and I'm not lazy. I just have kept my place clean since then. I just clean it every single day. I put shit away. I do the dishes. My dishwasher's running right now because I do my dishes all the time. I keep everything super tidy, and let me tell you, even just that, game changer. I feel like a whole new person. I'm like, literally I reinvented myself. So if you're not a tidy person, be tidy. It's fucking amazing. You're not a lazy person. You're a fucking motivated person. You do the shit that you want to do. That's the first step. Let go of the fucking story that you're a lazy person. Number one, life changing. And then once you start actually following through on that, you kind of like build that trust in yourself. You build that discipline and you're like, oh yeah, like I actually can do this. And that is the most important part, because it's literally just those little baby steps of like building blocks of being like, yeah, I can do this, I can do this, I trust myself, I believe in myself. And then you're able to add on different habits. The habits that I do every single day are dance, journal, meditate, exercise, gratitude. The first thing that I did when I started this like personal development journey is create my values. Basically, you pick the top 10 things that are the most important things to you, and then you rate them in order from most important to, I don't want to say least important because they're all important because there's only 10. They're all super, super important, but you have to achieve the higher ones before you can move down. So they're like consecutive, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, having those things really helps you see your priorities. Whenever I'm like struggling with a decision, what I want to do, if I should do this, whatever, my values, I have them hanging in my apartment. So I just know how important the things that I value are to me, and it makes the decision simple. I know what it is that I should do. I should keep my habits. The third thing that I did to help with my habits was make a sick and tired list. So basically what that is write all of the things that you're sick and tired of with being the way that you are right now. For example, eating unhealthy. I'm sick and tired of feeling lethargic. I'm sick and tired of gaining weight. I'm sick and tired of having bad skin. I'm sick and tired of disappointing myself. I'm sick and tired of breaking the promises I make to myself. I'm sick, etc., etc. And then that moves on to number 4, which is write down what your life would look like in 5 years if you continue to live exactly the way that you're living right now. How shitty would it be? And then do the same thing for if you changed all your habits and you got your shit together and you like change your life. What would that look like? But I think that the most motivating thing for me is if you didn't change, what your life would be like. I'm like, yo, bro, I do not want my life to be like that. I will change in order to not be like that. And I've also had experience of like several years, like 5 years, doing things that are just keeping me in the same place where I am right now. And it feels shitty when you look back and you're like, wow, I've been struggling with the exact same thing for years and I've just done nothing about it. And that's why I'm literally here where I am right now. And it is poo-poo caca. So that's something I definitely recommend doing. That's actually something that my friend Jan recommended that I do, and it's from Tony Robbins. So, I mean, if it's from Tony Robbins, you know it's gotta be fucking good. And then the next thing, number 5, is make your habits realistic. Like for me, I decided that I was gonna exercise every single day. I started out with making my goal 20 minutes a day. Realistic, I can do that. I'm not gonna be like, I'm working out for an hour a day. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, and meditating, like I'll meditate how I feel that day. Anywhere from 5 minutes to 20 minutes. If I just feel like meditating for 5 minutes that day, that's fine. 5 minutes is better than none. We don't wanna be like feel overwhelmed. The next thing is keep track of them. So I created this paper thing on Google Sheets. I'll find a way to make it so that you can get it down below. I've made several things that are similar to this in the past. Literally probably never got past more than 2 days max. So I really think it's a combination of all these things. One thing of these at a time is not gonna help because I've done all of these at separate times. Or maybe even a combination of some of them and they've never really stuck. Deciding that you're not a lazy person, huge. game changer. Deciding that you don't want to live like this anymore, huge. Keeping track of it, awesome. This makes me feel so good. And you can see that I missed some days. Don't let that stop you. Just keep going the next day. I put mine literally on my fridge because it's somewhere that's like, yo, you can't fucking miss that. I really owe it to this last thing, which is accountability. Accountability is something that is crucial to my success. And it's something that I definitely learned in The 4 Tendencies by Gretchen Rubin. Great book. I highly recommend that you read it, or even at least do the test. I think that she'll have it online. I'll put a link to the book and perhaps the test if I can find it down below in the description. But basically it talks about how there's 4 different kinds of people. There's like, I haven't read this book in so long, but it's like obligers, questioners, rebels, and upholders. Wow. Smart. So basically I'm an obliger, which means that I'm accountable to other people. But when it comes to keeping promises that you make to yourself, forget about it. Accountability is huge. What I decided to do was just post them on the internet. So basically I just make videos of saying what I'm gonna do and then I do it. It may not be the best content in the entire world, but it really helps me to move forward in my life. If making content isn't something that is up your alley or something that you wanna do, I don't know, make a pact with a friend, post it on Instagram, tell your parents, I don't know, something that will actually help to keep you accountable. I have posted videos in the past and done things on Instagram in the past where I just said I was gonna do something and then I just fully bailed. Like I've done that several times. But I really think that it's the combination of all these things together that really has been successful for me, and really just, I really reached the point where I was just sick and tired of living the way that I was, and knowing that I want to level up and knowing what I want in my future really helped me to be like, okay, Mar, if you want these things, you need to stick with your habits. So I'm stuck with them. Honestly, can you tell I'm extremely proud of myself and happy with myself, and I hope that you guys can do the same too. I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you find it helpful, and I hope that you stayed hippie. Thank you for watching. Did I say that? Thank you for watching. Love you guys. Peace.
Do da do dee 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 da da do 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 do. Yeah.